What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony A.J. Joshua. Get this. Joshua states, I want my legacy to be, I walked out healthy. Anthony Joshua wants to make sure he isn't nursing his boxing wounds well into his old age. The former heavyweight champion from London said in a recent interview that he equates part of his legacy with his health. In boxing, people walk in the gym one way and not many walk out the same way because of the trauma and the stuff that they put their bodies through. Joshua told Men's Health, I want my legacy to be, I walked out healthy. Imagine me at age 50 or 60 in a wheelchair, fragile because of the trauma I put my body through. My legacy should be when I'm old, I'm still fresh. I want people to say, oh, wow, he still looks good. He still looks like himself. That's a legacy. Let me counterpunch. People, there is so much truth to what he said. The truth is, you do want to be remembered. I think Anthony Joshua, I think he's looking more inward to self. Like, look, this is where I want to be. I want to be healthy. And I want to be remembered as a guy that still looks like himself. Hey, nothing wrong with that, because that's a person saying, like Floyd. Remember when Floyd went on that rant about Pacquiao and he thought Pacquiao was juicing, and, he was saying like, what about my health? What about my family? Everybody saying, fuck them. They don't care about my health. They don't care about my family. Fuck that. They say, oh, you can walk around and you can be $1 million or you walk around crippled, or broke. I say, take it all back. You remember that? That's what Anthony's saying. He didn't say take all back the money, but basically he's saying like, hey, my health is important. My health is my wealth. Money means nothing if you can't spend it the way you can spend it and be healthy spending it. You know what I mean? I imagine Joshua, if he didn't get married to anyone, having a gang of concubines or friends chilling on a beach in Dubai somewhere or anywhere in the world, with money on top of money on top of money and investments to keep taking and making money on top of money and keep doing what he's doing and still going to the gym, having a nice balance between partying, slamming, working out, and making money. That is a great life to live, and I salute him for it. But based on how he said, well, hey, I want to walk out healthy. Well, here's the deal. People really won't respect that if you don't give people the fights that you want. See, you can walk out, and if he's going to walk out of the sport, Joshua should walk out right now. Because what it is if your legacy will be looked upon how you fought a person as well. And here's the hard truth. Wilder may be in a worse situation than Joshua will be when it's all said and done. Because Wilder has taken punishment. This is not his last fight, but those two fights with Tyson Fury, I think he didn't expect that. And I think because he wasn't prepared the way he should have been, he took a lot of shots that he had no business taking. And he doesn't have the mentality to drop to his knees or to lay down or to fold. He has to be knocked out cold. Bars. So unfortunately for someone like that, he may be looking at his health, and his health may go through some stuff. But people don't really care about your legacy. Okay? If he's concerned about how other people care about his health, unfortunately, they don't. I do. The saddest thing to see someone punch drunk. I hate to see stuff like that, but because it's an effect of what something that you did through a certain part of your career had on the rest of your career. But everybody don't think like me, unfortunately. People think, well, you're a boxer, you know the risk, but don't be a pussy. Give us the fights we want to see. Put your heart into it, put your soul into it, put your all into it, and we will love you. That's how people think, regardless of what the hell happens to you. You see how Muhammad Ali was? That was the saddest shit you ever wanted to see anybody go through, because they linked Parkinson's with his boxing, and that very well may be connected. But then again, I argue that it's people like Michael J. Fox that never took a punch in the ring at all. Can't say that about Freddie Roach now, can you? No, you can't, because he did. He took punches. So again, it could be connected. However, those guys, are maybe a different situation. But if Anthony Joshua, gives it his all now, he will be remembered in a way I think people can smile about. But Anthony's worried about at the expense of his health. And I feel if Anthony doesn't give it his all, he won't be respected anyway. That's what I feel. I don't think people will care if his health is good, because the first thing what people will say is, oh, well, you got out of the game too early if you're that damn healthy. We seen those bullshit fights you fought after Andy Ruiz, and guess what? They were shit. And you're walking around smiling and grinning, but, we just see you as a big bodybuilding pussy, because you didn't really do what fighters do. You know what I mean? So a lot of people will have that mindset. Well, okay, that, they don't look at that as an accomplishment. That's what he's saying. Like, people will see me and they will see it. Unfortunately, people don't think like that. People look like, dude, war rooms. Like a UFC fighter will be praised. Like, dude, you got a cauliflower. Yeah, man, I got in the chokehold. You know what I mean? And Rampage grabbed me and, gave me a adjusted, guillotine, things like that, right? So I think at the very end of the day, Joshua is wanting to get out of the sport healthy, which is great. But unfortunately, my counterpunch to Anthony Joshua, people won't respect you walking around healthy when you give people mediocre fights or you play it safe, because that's going to demise and is going to put you in a situation where you won't be respected anyhow. And based on how he fought the first part of his career, they're only going to compare that to that point of time. The only saving grace for Anthony Joshua would be him wanting longevity or him wanting to be healthy, is if he already suffered something that damaged his health in the past due to boxing. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Anthony Joshua wanting his legacy to be he walked out healthy. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.